The comment here though, Mark, because you wanted to jump into some more outside of TNA.
Yeah, we got to talk about this. So last week on Dynamite, Sting, who's getting ready to retire, did a spot off the stands through tables with Powerhouse Hobbs. Ouch. What the hell is he doing? He's got a retirement match in about a weekend or a month and a half. And of course, Ric Flair's hanging around and hopping in the ring. He can't stop poking people in the eye, and he wants to get more involved. But Sting is doing these crazy spots in his mid-60s. And then to top it off, apparently, they win the match. He and Darby Allin win their match. And he's apparently said he's chosen this, that he wants to do his retirement match against the Young Bucks. Which I don't know, guys. But the first question I'll ask is this a good idea for Sting to be doing these somewhat dangerous spots at his age, headed into a retirement match? Joel?
Here's my feeling. Sting can do whatever the heck Sting wants, and none of us are going to stop him.
No.
Because this man has entertained us for how long? And he's going to do how much? And he's going to team with who? Darby Allin? Listen, Darby rubbed off on Sting just as much as Sting rubbed off on Darby Allin at the end of the day. It was fine. Listen, the only thing they could have done better was someone should have pulled those tables about 2 more feet, maybe 10 feet, a little bit further out. That's my big problem, is why wasn't there someone there to reset the table and just make sure? Because if Sting's going to do something like this, or really anyone, but let's just say 65-year-old Sting almost, if you're going to do this, you got to have someone making sure that the spot is as set up as possible.
Yeah.
So that you can do it safely. It's a heck of a spot. Do not get me wrong. But Sting's going to do what Sting's going to do. Sting wants to entertain to the nth degree until he's done. And we can only hope that he doesn't, injure himself. He's also old school. So if he does, you won't hear about it until he's done wrestling.
Yeah, that is very true.
And I'm okay with it as long as he's actually done. And what I mean by that, there's a lot of people that you might think you're done, you give it all, but then something else happens down the road and you might have another match. If this is really your end all be all and it's final, go out with a bang. I'm with it. I'm 100% for it.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. But now the apparent choice that he has made is that he wants to wrestle against the Young Bucks for the retirement match at Revolution coming up here in March. And a lot of people are down on that. Now, obviously it's his call, who he wants to be in a match against. But I just find it an odd choice because there's not really a connection there. But the other reason too is that the way the Bucks wrestle matches, it doesn't seem like it's a real good fit. And I'm curious what you thought about that, Joel, when you heard that this is the call.
So first of all, I disagree vehemently with what you're saying.
Okay.
We have to put some respect on the Bucks name. First of all, the Young Bucks, with their new mustaches coming out and returning on Dynamite. They are going to flip, flop, and fly, thank you, Dusty Rhodes, for Sting. Sting is going to stand there and look like King Kong while the Bucks do everything and make it look good. And that's what the Young Bucks do. And why do you want to team against the Young Bucks, or why do you want to have a match with the Young Bucks? Is because the Young Bucks don't put on bad matches, especially when they're teaming up. And if you want to go out on your back, or if you want to put over a tag team that needs to rebuild themselves in the eyes of AEW fans, the EVPs are the ones you should be working with. I don't like how the Bucks have been presented for the last year, but I'm looking forward to how the Bucks are presented in 2024, because if they're going to change up their look and they change up their style and they change up the presentation, then I'm going to enjoy this match. But tell me a story, Mark. Tell me a story about why Sting and Darby should be facing the Young Bucks, or why the Young Bucks want to face Sting. And then they came out in the black and white, did the Young Bucks. That's the same colors that Sting wears on that face paint. They're going to tell you that they were fans of Sting growing up, that they loved him, and they need to put down the dead horse. That's what they need to do.
Oh, see, that's lame.
I'm not saying that's what the story is, but I'm saying at one point they are going to say, we need to put you down. And if they put down Sting, then they are going to go off and hopefully have a heck of a run in 2024.
Somebody get me someone that would legitimately want to put Sting out. there's some connection. You know, I don't know. Give me like a connection with Arn Anderson or something like that. Somebody that would have some ounce of hatred over 40 years for Sting somewhere. I don't see it.
Call me crazy. I know you guys are a lot more versed in this field. What about Randy Orton? Remember, he was known as the Legend Killer.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Well, Sting was never going to do a singles match. That's the other thing too.
No, yeah, he's
Just
not doing a
saying, call
singles
me
match.
crazy.
But I'm just trying to think who in AEW you could. I don't know.
So this is actually something that Jose and I were talking about, right? You bring back old stars and they link you to the new stars. That's what they did with Sting and Darby. And that's what you do with the Young Bucks. They link them to Sting, and people who are coming in and seeing Sting maybe for the first time who say, oh, it's Sting's last match. I remember watching him in 89, in 97, in 2015. This Sting is retiring? Who are these Young Bucks? Who are these guys? They look like real dicks. Oh, they run this company? I want to see how they run it. And I want to there is a rub that comes with doing your retirement match against a newer team. Do I think that it could have been Takeshi and Hobbs? Sure, whatever. But like when you get to the story, that's where you got to hook them.
Wait, I got it. Ric Flair's paying off the Bucks.
So
Woo!
there was a joke.
There we go.
There were people saying he's paying them off and then that magic mushroom woo energy drink. I don't want to see it. I want to see Ric Flair as of March 3rd, 2024, just done.
Yeah.